Hello guys, today we still going to continue with our Python tutorial, and today we're going to see how we take input from the user. So we saw the variable, and then we're going to see how we can use Python to take input from the user. So with Python you can do many things like the variable that we did on the previous video, and then today we're going to see how you can use Python to take input from the user. So what does that mean, taking input for the user? So I'm going to show some examples so that you can see what I mean. For example, you can see ask Python to print your name. For example, I can say name equal to give every name, right? You can, for example, you can say name equal to, and then ask Python input, and then you open the double bracket, the parentheses with the double bracket, and then you ask Python to enter your name. So just an example to show you that enter your name, and then this is like so we call this the input variable. So this is the input variable. So for this one is different for the one that you just ask Python to print your name, but this one Python take it input from you. So Python asks you your name, and then you give your name, and then Python print your name for you. So you can see Python print. So you can say print, and then the double parentheses with the double bracket, double parentheses with the double bracket, and then you can say print. You can add something, right? You can say print hello, and then you go outside the double bracket plus hello plus the name that you're going to put, right? The name that you're going to put, and then another plus, and then you another double bracket, and then you put the exclamation mark like this. And then if I run this, you see Python going to ask me my name, and then when I going to put my name, so the way that I put my name, that's called the input. When I put my name, and then Python going to print hello, your name is the name that you give. You see Python asks me enter your name. Right here Python asks me enter your name. I give here is it enter your name. I think I need to put double column to make this look great, to make this look nice. Let's go back here and put a double column like this to make this look good. So let's run one more time. Just run it. Okay, I need to cancel the first one. Okay, just try to enter any name right here to see what it's going to give. I say Eric. Okay, Python say hello Eric. You see Python give my name. So I'm trying to run this, and the exit code is 0. So what I told you about the exit code, when it comes 0, is mean that our task succeeds. So what we ask Python to do is correct. So if it wasn't correct, it's gonna give a exit code something different to 0. So let's run again with a different name, and it asks me enter your name. I gave a Angel. Hello Angel. Oh, hello Angel. I think I have to put in some space. He gave hello Angel. I need some space. Enter your name, and put Gabriel. Hello Gabriel. That's Python print your name. Hello Gabriel. See? And you can also come here and do a lot of things. So just be creative with Python. You can also come here. You see and age, like we put input for age like this, age, and just say input and open double bracket like the first one. Say enter your age, or what is your age. Just say what is your age. What is your age? Right here, as Python say, what is your age? Double colon right here. What is your age? And then go back and then ask Python to print your age. You say print I am. You can see Python say I am and 3 years old, right? So I think you have to write 3 on a string, not integer. 3 years old. 3 years old. Like this. 3 years old. Print. Okay, just say I am, because I'm asking the age. Okay, you say I am plus, just say I am plus age that I'm going to put, and then I know the plus, and then put the double bracket, exclamation mark, or you can just put double bracket over there, and then close the with the parentheses. So if I run this, Python asks enter your name. I put my name is Prissy. Hello Prissy, what is your age? Put the age. If I put 12, it's going to say I am 12. Oh, I have to remove this 3 right here. Okay, it's right here. Yeah, I am 312. You see, I made a mistake, and then Python just recorded it. So I am 312 not working. So let's run again, because I run it before change it. It's not going to work. So go back. What is your name? Angel. Hello Angel, what is your age? 5. I am 5. What does you forget? 5 years old. I am age plus, have to come here and put years old. Age plus years old. Is it correct? I don't think so. It's not going to be correct. I am 5. I think I have to put it in the parentheses. So just put it right here in the parentheses and see how it's going to give, what it's going to give. I am age old. Yes, put it on the double bracket. See, maybe it's gonna give something good. Enter your name. Gabriel. Hello, Gabriel. What is your age? 3 or 2? I don't know. 3. I am 3 years old. You see, 3 years old from Gabriel. For Gabriel. So 3 years old. I am 3 years old. So this is how you take input from the user by user Python, and this is just a basic demonstration. This means that with Python you can build a very most important application. That's what this is how we use on the gas station. So when you go to the gas station, is a programming language like this that the machine take input from you. They ask you, do you need a cashback? You say nope, and something like this. So this is how it's work with Python. So now we're going to see another thing, like what we can see now, number, right? We can build a basic calculator with Python. So see how we can build a basic calculator. So I can just come here and say number 1, or I can say I cannot say number 1. I can just come here and say x1. So let's do with x, see how it's gonna do. I can say already say x1. Okay, I can just say x plus y. X plus y equal, I can say x plus y equal, no, I have to take an input, right? Build a simple calculator with the input. So x equal, let's say x equal input, x equal input, enter, come here, say input, enter you number, yes, enter your number, and then y equal, come here, say input, also with a double colon, a double bracket, enter you second number. For example, your second number, enter your second number, or just close it like this, enter your second number, and then I can say result. This is how I build a simple calculator. I take Python that result equal x1 or x plus result equal x plus y. So I ask Python to give me that result equal x plus y, and then I ask Python to print, nice, right here, print result. I ask Python to print result. Value object set string none equal in string none, first spot right equal. Do you want it on capital or what? Print result. Okay. I think it's not even on capital. Ask Python to print result. Ask Python to print the result. So I say Python result equal x plus y, and then asking Python to print the result that I'm going to to put. But I know there's going to be some. Let's try to do this. I'm just trying to do something to see how it's gonna work. So try to bring my calculator. Enter your number. I give a Python new number. I say 5. Enter your second number. I give 5 again. Oh, Python print 55. So Python right here, this is a mistake, right? Because I put right here result equal x plus y, but Python did not recognize this because this is an integer, so it should have been a number. So I have to say to Python that x and y is an integer, not a string. So that's why Python just put it. Just it didn't add 5 plus 5, but it just joined 5 and 5 to give 55. So because I didn't specify that is a Python recognize this as a string, not the integer. So I have to do something right here. For example, I have to see what have to give a result to say to Python that this is an integer. So if I say integer right here and close it, number 1 is integer, so x is integer, and then y is also integer, so close it. So yes, if I say Python that is an integer, now he's going to recognize it as an integer. Integer means a number, but when I didn't specify that is an integer, Python take it as a string, so he just put it together. He didn't add 5 plus 5. So let's try and see, and then enter a number, 5. Enter a second number. I just will give 5. You see, Python give 10. So because I specify the integer. So this is why I was telling you, and this is another function in Python. So you have to import it or declare it in your file, so that Python going to recognize that this is a math function. So you have to use the integer here, so that Python can recognize this function. So you see, so if I come here and then I put this simple calculator, I put now negative, and then ask Python enter a number, give 2. Enter a second number, give 1, and then 2 minus 1 is 1. You see, Python did it for me well. So if I change here, I put multiplication, right, and then run it again. Python asks me put the number. I put 2. Put a second number. I put 5. 10. 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. You see, Python understands everything I ask it to him. So right here, if I put a division, this one right here, and then I run it again, and the Python asks me enter a number. I put 10. Enter a second number. I put 2. Why don't Python give me 0 right here? 10 divided by 2 is 0. Oh, you see, there is something wrong with Python in this one. This one is going to be 10 divided by 2, 5. Why Python did not recognize this one? There is something to do here. I think I have to use a float. float. Let's run it again and enter a number 2, enter a number again 2, it gives me 0. 2 divided by 2 is 1, not 0. Why Python give me the remainder? Why are you give me the remainder, Python? Have to put something. I'm thinking about something that I have to put here to let Python know that I think I have to put float. Is it float? Maybe I need some function. I need some function. There is some function that I can put here. Because with the decimal function it doesn't work like that. Let's come here. For example, if I come here, I see float. And then I come here, I see again float, right? If I run Python, I see 10. Oh, what am I doing? It's not supposed to be here. Enter a number 10, enter another number 2, 0.0. So the float is for a decimal number. For example, if I come here, float, right? If I come here and then I put float is for decimal number. If I run this, enter a number, I see and 2.5 divided by 2, 0.5. This one. Let's change here and then put plus and just run it. Got a number 2.5, 2.4, another number 1.1. So Python going to give me 3.5. Yes. So the float is for a decimal number. Float is for decimal number. So I need to find what function can I use for a division. What function can I use for division? So I think maybe it's so. Let's come here. Is I so? Is say like this or say like this? No, let's also say say like this. It's not say, it's not say, it's not a function. So I want to try to find what can I use for division. Let's use integer. then come here, remove this with integer, and then add the division right here. There is something that we use with division. What is the function for division? Run one more time. Python, say something for me. Yes, 100. Oh, I'm not supposed to be there. Right here, I say maybe 20 or 200. The enter divided by 2. Why are you give me 0, Python? Maybe the sign is not for division. What sign are we using for the division? Python function. You can come and see extension. Data tool. So I need to find a function for a division. So this function is not working for the division, so I have to find another function for division so that Python can do this for me. So we can use a float here for a decimal. We can use a integer for our simple calculator. So you just need to put the right function that Python going to recognize, and then it's going to give you the exact result that you need for your calculator. So now we saw how we can take input from the user. So now I'm going to build something very simple that you going to use to take input for your user. So we're still in our file. This is my file. I call this the Python practice.py. So in this Python practice.py, I'm going to take some input from the user. So I can give, like, I can say adjective. I'm trying to build something to be creative. Adjective equal, say input colon adjective, input enter an adjective, enter an adjective, put 2 colon, enter an adjective, and then come here, I can say none1 equal input, and I ask Python going to ask me enter a none1, enter a none1, take go back. I can also say none2 equal, try to take input from the user, and open, incorporate it. I say enter a none2. I'm trying to bring something funny. And what can I say? Pronoun, verb. Let's take a verb. Take a verb or a pronoun. Verb equal input. So Python going to ask me enter an adjective, enter a none1, enter a none2, enter a verb, and then at the end we're going to put an a full sentence or a full statement with all those adjective, noun, and verb. Enter a verb. This enter a verb, and then I can say print you. What's the name of this file? Python that practice. Print you Python that practice that py. I will say, or print you Python practice. Okay, I can ask Python to print double colon. I need to put it to print. I can say print you Python. It's not capital either. So print you Python / practice. So the Python / practice here is this file, the Python file that we are working on it. So Python that / practice, that's py. So this is a file that I'm asking you to print. So this is a file that I create to just make this practice. So that's why I say print you Python that practice, and then print. So now I have to create something with all this. I say print double bracket colon you can say my open do I need space, comma, none one. Try to bring something funny. My none one. This have to be like this. It have to be. It doesn't need to be separate. Okay, colon. None one, and then none one. I think it doesn't need to be separate. None one. My none one, comma, adjective or verb. My none one verb, comma, adjective. Try to use adjective, comma, adjective, comma, and then my none one, comma, verb, comma, adjective, comma, and then what else? I can open the double bracket. Done. Just try to be more creative, guys, so we can be more time. My comma none true right here, like this. Just leave it like this and see what Python going to give us. So this is something just funny that I'm trying to build. So at the end we're going to see what Python going to give us. So right here I'm asking Python to take an input from me or from you at home. You can do it to see what input Python going to print for you after this, all the input that you're going to put, what sentence or what phrase or statement Python going to give you after you going to put all the input that Python is asking for you. So Python going to ask me an adjective, a noun, one, a noun, two, a verb, also any verb that you want, and then print you Python practice. This is the name of the file that I create, the file that we are working on it. So you know that all Python file need the extension that py. So if you create a Python file, it doesn't have a py, Python are not going to recognize the file. So the extension of the file is going to be py. But I didn't declare py here in this one here, because if I put py, Python going to recognize it as going to think that is this another file. So I just give the name of the file without the extension py. So and then Python going to print something for us. Let's see what Python going to print to us. Python asks me enter an adjective. Enter an adjective. I put smarter, and then enter a noun one. Noun one, I can put, what's the noun? I put uncle. Enter a noun two, I put dad. Put dad. Enter a verb, I put is. Look at the end. Look what Python print to us. My uncle is smarter than my dad. See, that's true. Your uncle is smarter than your dad. So if your uncle is smarter than your dad, please subscribe on the video, like it, and then your uncle going to teach you how you can be smart like him. That's very nice. So Python say that your uncle is smarter than your dad. And then if you want to be smart, just click on button on the video, subscribe, and then your uncle going to teach you how you can be smart like him. So try to build something like this. Try to be more creative. Try to create something that so you can modify this one, you can modify this state and build something more funny again. So you can try to build something that makes sense, because if you don't put something that makes sense, it's going to give something. For example, if I come here, I put an adjective right here before a verb, or a verb before the name, so it's gonna give something that doesn't sound like English. So it can be like my smarter is uncle. So my smarter is uncle time dad. So you have to know how to build a sentence in English to have a good sentence like my uncle is smarter than my dad. So if I change right here, for example, I put the verb before the noun. So right here I put verb. It's gonna give something that's not English, you see. And then I put noun one right here. So you're gonna give something that doesn't sound English. So it's a red sentence in English. So if I run this, so you just need to know how to organize and like adjective, verb, noun, and pronoun to build a very correct and good sentences. So this one is not going to give me a good sentence in English. It's going to give me something like my is uncle smaller than my dad. So it's not going to be in good English. For example, if I give smarter, I can do smarter like this, and then I give a noun. I give an uncle, and then another noun. I give dad, and then verb I give is. see what it gives me. My his uncle's mother time my dad. So you see the organization of the pronoun, verb, adjective to build a correct sentence in English is very important here. So this is why I just wanted to show you, this is why I wanted to show you how you can organize this good sentence so that it can give you how you can organize word, verb, adjective so that you can give you a correct sentence in English. So if you put a verb before a noun or an adjective before the noun, it's not going to give you something normal in English. So it gives you his uncle's mother time my dad. It doesn't make sense. But when you change it, give it give it noun one, you give it noun one, and then you leave the comma here or go up, and then put the verb now. You put the verb and then you put the comma. If I run it, adjective, smarter, yeah, noun one, and you can put mom. You can say your mom also. Your mom is smarter than your dad. Mom. And noun two, you can put dad, yes, and then enter a verb is my mom is smarter than my dad. See, that's something. This is how we take input in from the user in Python to build something normal, something comprehensive. So try to build something like this at home and have fun with this. So we're going to continue on the next practice in another topic on Python.